2 days ago, one of the nation's leading underground reporters, an austere director, producer, and author, Daniel Hopsicker, has passed. Fighting cancer, he lost the battle, but he won many hearts. When I first started investigating the events of September 11, 2001, back in 2006, one of the very first names I came across was not just Justin Raimondo, but also Daniel Hopsicker. Mohamed Atta and the Flying Circus. What a title. I thought it was very unique in its own right. Creative. It brought attention to his film. And with it, one of the great works that went underreported. Tomorrowland. Welcome to Terrorland. Mohamed Atta and the 9/11 cover-up in Florida, which he published back in 2005, which talked about investigating the associations of Mohamed Atta and other terrorist pilots that were living in Venice, Florida, as they prepared for the 9/11 attacks. The book actually discloses the FBI's massive post-attack cover-up, concealing their knowledge of the terrorist activities going on in Florida, including one story I reported on my podcast, The Darkened Hour, which was the assassination attempt of President George Bush on the morning of September 11, 2001. And the book also covers the rampant drug trafficking of the flight school financier, which was fully disclosed with attention to the stunning evidence of CIA knowledge that hundreds of Arab flight students were pouring into Southwest Florida, and that the school, Huffman Aviation, owned by Wally Hilliard, had a history involving CIA drug running. The book itself is on a limited basis. It's actually, I think, $43 for a paperback and $59 for hardcover because it's not in circulation anymore. I have yet to read it, and it's always been in my Amazon wastebasket. And actually, I think now I owe it to Hopsicker to purchase a copy and own the book and read it. I always wished that I wanted to interview Hopsicker for his tenacity and his veracity in his investigative journalism. He was fearless, but he was known for a very aggressive sense of humor to his friends and family. He is the owner of the website MadCow Productions, actually, which I'll share here. As you can see, the great journalist has passed, Daniel Hopsicker, July 16, 1951, August 22nd, 2023, without a mention in the press, regretfully. He was a fantastic investigative reporter. I don't do much in the way of praising heaps on many people. Very few people have won my respect, and rightfully so. Hopsicker was one of them. And actually, when you read, and I'll put the link to the website in the bottom of the description, as well as where you could purchase a copy of his book, you could see the amount of sheer tenacity in his reporting and his investigating, not just the events of September 11, 2001, but also to other areas in which he was known to be a very broad and expansive investigative reporter. And I just wanted to make this video and thank him. And I wish I could have done it in person. I regret this now. I want to show my appreciation for him. And for anybody who's watching this video, make a comment about what you remember from Daniel Hopsicker and what you've learned from him over the years. And I think I'll end it like this, with a short edit video that he made a couple of years ago regarding what he saw in us.
What I have to offer you folks is in the form of a question I asked my friend the Spook in Newport Beach one day. I said, how come it's so easy for me to figure this out? It's right in incorporation papers. I'm a business journalist. I mean, that's what I used to do, sift through stuff like that. How come it's so easy to spot? And he said, deflating my ego, He said, because they don't even bother to hide it. Well, if you control the press, you don't have to bother to hide it. But if it's there and I can find it, you can too. Because I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, despite what I might think. You know, I half seriously think what we need is for a lot of social activists to become investigative journalists. Our government, which is just so powerful around the world that you know, we can't imagine, does things every day we're not allowed to know about.